COVID is on the rise and the island is responding. From schools to restaurants, businesses are having to close their doors after employees have tested positive. I'm Adriana here with your TrendSpotting report. Establishments temporarily closing one right after the other seemed like a trend on its own this week. In each case, a person from the establishment was found to have COVID-19. From Father Duenas Memorial School to several restaurants and other businesses and even another grab-and-go site. The temporary closures were followed by deep cleaning and monitoring of employees. Other establishments chose to remain open, but also took measures to ensure the safety of their employees and patrons. This trend comes after more cases of COVID-19 were reported. On Monday, there were 9, Tuesday 7, Wednesday another spike at 14, and Thursday there were 8 new reports, and 14 again on Friday. That's certainly above the comfortable threshold of the 5-day rolling average the government uses. However, it's important to note the test positivity rate is still way below the 3% threshold, meaning the 400-plus cases were found in the over 24,000 test samples. This comes on the heels of a new school year, one Father Duenas had just began. A KUAM News poll asked if you thought public schools should delay the August 17th opening in light of the new cases, and a whopping 79% responded with a resounding yes. And here are some of your thoughts. One viewer says, we must remember that 1 + 1 always equals 2, and likewise, the reopening and the correlated uptick in positives should be a no-brainer in deciding a response. Another viewer says, yes, delay the opening. Susie Bloss shares her views, saying teachers and staff should carry a yardstick, or rolled up paper from a cardboard box, or extend their arms out side by side, then place hands on their side to distance themselves, then left to right flank after pivoting, etc. Students will get the idea. Just an idea. Also a COVID hot topic this week was the release of the sorely needed Pandemic Unemployment Assistance Funds, a double batch of it. Distribution went on hold last week after numerous instances of fraudulent claims had to be investigated by the Department of Labor and the FBI. Most of the bogus claims were coming from off-island. Some $50 million were to be mailed out or deposited electronically, including 7,000 new claim payments. Take a look at these comments. One of our top fans says consistent, predictable communication is key. People are relying on these funds for their livelihood during this pandemic. FPUC extension is imminent. Plan accordingly and communicate early. Jasmine Calvo says, so first on the 28th, then changed to August 4th, August 5th, and now August 6th. Why does it keep changing dates? Then they say it was sent out, but an update is saying that they won't be getting it until next Tuesday or Wednesday. Is there a reason why so many changes and excuses and setbacks? Another viewer says to Jasmine that they've noticed that too. Merle says, heading out today, really? With the past dates always changing? It's going to be heading out by canoe. And we're going to take a step away from the pandemic for another issue that will affect all of us. We're cleaning up our act come January 1st with the ban on plastic bags. But Senator Regine Bisco-Lee, who isn't seeking re-election this year, will take it a step further with a bill that will also ban reusable plastic bags. Lee says the term biodegradable plastic is a bit of a misnomer in the way that the clean coal is. While the bags do degrade faster than non-biodegradable ones, the bags turn into micro and nanoplastics quicker. Another KUAM poll shows 72% shows respondents support the proposed ban. There was a lot to say about this topic. Another top fan says, there's more important things this island needs. When I buy at high prices I shouldn't have to pay for something to carry it home. Just my opinion. Tasha says, so bring your own bags? Another viewer says, I rarely shop at Cost You Less because they don't give bags. The bags the other stores give disintegrate in a short time and get repurposed. I normally use the bags 2 or 3 times. And this week, family members visited the site of the Korean airline crash site in Nimitz Hill to remember the victims lost on August 6, 1997. It's been 23 years and it's still a painful memory for Ina Lee, whose brother Kui Cho perished in the tragic crash. She told KUAM News, quote, it was really hard for me to live a life after my brother left when I was working for Korean Air, but God is giving us that he is in heaven with no pain and resting in peace, so we got faith that we can live with. But every moment, every year on the anniversary is painfulness to feel his soul, and he was my closest brother, Lee said. Cho was one among 229 lives lost that terrible day, and like several others, his body was never recovered. This one time a year is the only chance Lee and others have to visit the site where their loved ones were lost. You know the drill, mask up, wash your hands, and keep distancing. We'll see you here next week on TrendSpotting.